Hey everyone, Spazzy aka Syndromes here. Welcome to 15 Minutes of Disco. I realize I haven't uploaded these for a while, and the reason is, job related things. I really don't have enough time to play this game anymore, and I realize a lot of you, or at least I think that at least a few people were actually looking forward for the interview things. They're still work in progress. We have topics to discuss, but I really don't have enough time to host them, so if anyone wants to, so to speak, take the torch and organize a discovery interview for themselves, then they are pretty much welcome to do so. I don't have anything against it. So again, I'm probably going to take a small break from Disco. And before I did that, I sold off all my characters. Then a thought hit me. I actually wanted to try something real quick since I actually have so much money for now. And we usually know the usual ways how to make money, like mining, trading, piracy, bounty contracts, all that good stuff. What about mission? Like making money off missions. Now I'm obviously talking about the Outcast and Corsair capital ship missions, where you actually need a battleship to complete them successfully. Now the thing about those is, let's start with the last time I actually owned a capital ship, as in flew one, was around 2 years ago. I had a Outcast Dreadnought, which I think I bought it one day and sold it 3 days later after a group battle, because I didn't have money. I had to invest that money in somewhere else. Anyway, that's the first thing. I never tried doing this because I knew I'm not really proficient in large capital ships. I think a cruiser is pretty much the highest of the level to go. I did have a Liberty assault battle cruiser, but again, I really didn't know how to properly fly it, and I just ended up selling it. Another thing why I didn't want to do missions is because I used to make guard characters back when we didn't have restarts and we still had guard IDs, especially the zoner ones were pretty painful to make. And since it involves doing a lot of missions, I really sort of fell out. I really didn't want to have anything to do with grinding missions again. But again, I sold all my characters. I had about 800 million, and I decided to, try doing this for a bit. And so I actually went myself, kept the guard gunboat, and turned it into a Legate or however you pronounce it. Small note, I am going to mispronounce a lot of things today. So this is my character. Its name is Every Zoner Ever, and I don't know why I named it this way, but it's pretty fun. And for example, you can see I have 112 million on this thing, and I have a cap 6 armor. I started off with a cap 2, so I made enough money for a cap 6, which is almost 200 million credits, and ground up another 1,012,000. So that is over the course of 1.5 days, considering I really don't have enough time to play this game. I'm actually surprised to say that mission grinding, in terms of making money per minute, is probably more profitable than trading. Well, not probably, it's pretty much, yeah, it is more profitable than trading. And at the same time, I might say it's more fun than mining, although in terms of profitability, it probably doesn't really come close to that mining that is in, say, Humboldt, okay, or whatever. I could say that this is pretty much mining if the rocks actually shot you back. Okay, so the thing why I decided to make this video is that a lot of people, I sometimes brought it up, and people said that, yeah, okay, missions, but 5 million per mission, which is, by the way, The largest ones I've seen yet are 5.5 or 5, more than 5.5 million. The people say, yeah, but you know, you always have to repair your ship, and sometimes you have to fail the mission because, you know, NPCs. But the thing is, this is not what you're getting your money from. I quickly learned that mission grinding gives you money from the cargo you salvage during the mission. So the capital ships, such as destroyers, battlecruisers, and battleships, drop credit cards, the 100,000 ones. And depending on the NPC, it can be from a couple of 10 to up to... I think the maximum amount of credit cards I had was for around 17 million credits. So that's quite a lot, actually. Okay, so let's just show you what I mean. For example, okay, this is a good mission. I have a habit of never taking kill ship missions because I don't really know, but I really like them short and sweet. So I usually take either assassination ones, or capture ones, or destroy or capture cargo ones. And let's just undock. Also, pro tip, when you're undocking, just spam F2 and it will undock you without the undocking animation. That is something I found very useful. This is also a pro tip. Well, I can't exactly say pro tip since I've only been playing on the ship for about... okay, maybe it's about 2 days now, okay. One thing that I learned is I've seen a lot of people, especially when I still had my outcast, I've seen a lot of people flying into 3K before the NPC spawn and then just sit there and wait for their energy to recharge. I found it to be highly inefficient because if the NPCs that are spawned have missiles, you won't be able to hit them from afar because your aim circle is instantly fixed on the missiles instead of the ships. Okay, so a little bit more about the ship. Mind you, I started doing these missions with as I said, Cap 2 armor, so you don't actually need to have... holy crap. Oh wow. Wow, that was a lot of people who just jumped in. A lot of red people. Wow. I hope that won't end well. Well, anyway. I started doing these with only a Cap 2 armor, so before we start, I instantly tell you, you don't need to have a highly armored dreadnought to do these missions. I died a few times, yes, but, you know, dying. Whatever. You're... Enlil. I think that was actually a keeper's name, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's start. As I said about waypoints, as you can see, I didn't go through the field. I went up... Yeah, feeling hot, sun red, cool. So what happens now, I'm going to engine kill at 15. Well, actually, I'm just gonna engine kill now. So by the time I reach 2K, not only I will have full power, but I'm going to move at 319. Holy fuck, Spazzy, what the fuck is up with your English today? Anyway, 319 meters per second. This will allow me to instantly go very close to the NPCs and just rip them up. As far as my loadout, you can see I have light corset, battleship turrets, basic primaries, and 4 Serbs. It's pretty much standard mission farming as far as I can tell. And okay, depending on the missions, it's going to spawn either battlecruisers like these, regular destroyers, or it's going to spawn battleships. Now, for some reason I thought the battleships would be the most painful experience. But no, actually it's these guys, especially when you let them face you, because then they're just going to rip you a new asshole. So this was the first wave, as you can see. This was a very, very fast mission. It was, what, I actually forgot how much, 3 million? 2 million? I think it was 3 million, for 3 million credits. But okay, here's the thing. If we check this out, you will see that I have about million worth of bounty hunter pilots. These are sold right there on Tripoli or whatever. And 3.2 million in credit cards. As I said, the largest amount I had from killing 2 waves of battleships was exactly for 19 million. Also, that is a lot of red. So I'm not going to be retarded. I'm just going to dock. No, actually, I don't care. I'm just going to tell them if they kill me, can I just resume my missions? Let's see if they allow me to do that. Okay, just the one thing, always never forget to actually reselect your first weapon group again, otherwise you're going to constantly be remaking this over and over again. Okay, so that's almost 1 million for the bounty hunters. Fuel doesn't really help a lot. And this is the main profit. This is 3.2 million credits, and as you can see, I made more or less 7 million out of this. And the mission took me about, what, 5 minutes? This is very profitable. The whole gist of this is knowing when to pull out, because in theory the largest missions aren't even supposed to be done with one battleship, and you can get your ass handed to you by threshers, you know, the battle cruisers. The battleships, not so much. For some reason they actually do less damage than the threshers, but if you have about 6 or 7 threshers just spawning on you, they're going to do a ton of damage, and you will die pretty much instantly no matter what kind of armor upgrade you have. CM is a must, because you will lose less money for repairing turrets if you don't get you know, you don't get hit. Launch the Nomad troops on Great ahead. Okay, that is some awesome roleplay. That is a lot of people. Oh, actually, I suppose that another thing that I've noticed is how little there's not a lot of Corsairs around. And I think this is actually the reason why there's not a lot of Corsairs. I understand people whine about ganks, but in this case, I'm a capital ship, right? So I don't know why people start whining about the fact that, oh my god, I'm flying a fighter, you gank me with capital ships, oh my god, and at the same time, the moment you see a battleship, especially a highly armored one, for some reason you really don't care what kind of, you know, force, how much players you needed to take it down, because, you know, battleship. Imagine if, in this case, I was the Nomad, and all of those guys were the you know, the I don't know, Corsairs or Zoners or Order or whatever. There would be whining threads on the forum all over. Okay, let's just let them kill me, and we'll see if they allow me to stay in the system. Well, consider I'm not going to touch them anyway. I'm just here to make money. Well, they're taking their sweet time. I could just switch to all... I'm not even shooting this guy. This guy is dying to the base or something. I'm not even sure. What does he have anyway? Capital 7. No, I'm not going to insta-kill that. This guy is a Nomad ID Void. That's a VHF. I could insta-kill it with Cerberus's. Not sure. Oh, look at these guys just sitting still. If I was a I forgot what I wanted to say. I suppose if I was an asshole, I could just, you know, idle kill these guys, but not even sure. I mean, now you think that, oh, this thing is tough. These guys are having a hard time killing. Well, okay, so not all of them are shooting me, and at the same time, I mean, the NPCs for some reason just dish out massive damage. I don't even know why. Oh my god, this guy is just asking to be shot. Look at him just sitting there. Just remember, it's not a gank if it's a capital ship. Are they shooting off my turrets or something? Not exactly sure, but they're not attacking me for some reason. Well, they're shooting one of my Serbs, so... It's gonna be a dick for them. Well, at least that guy's not going to shoot me. Oh wow, this guy, he didn't get hit. How I would love to shoot this guy. Oh wow, look at him being shot by the base. Such a sir. Oh wow, I think someone just died. Well, I'm in Omicron Gamma, so in theory they're not supposed to touch me. Well, I just wanted to make a video about, you know, missions, but can't exactly do that. Okay, where was that one special group which wasn't with... Ah, this was the one, I think, yeah. Boom. Hello. How mad are you, sir? Hey, they completely deserve that. To shoot or not to shoot? That is in fact the question. Who was I talking to? Oh, that one. Okay, fair enough. In theory, I could lead them over to the player base and piss them off even more. I can't tell. Are they, do they want to kill me or not? Oh, look, someone just ate something. Did I lose a gun or something? No, I didn't. At least not yet. Oh, I think they fucked off. So, the moment this guy is going to be out of scanner range... Lol, look at these guys die. Thank you for visiting Gamma. Whoa! That just scared the bejesus out of me. I really hate seeing that sort of look. I'm just trying to recreate that again. Fuck. Camera, why are you so shit? Oh, alright. They're gone. Okay, I didn't even notice. Anyway, about those missions. Okay, so first of all, how much money will I lose because of these guys? So, in total, apart from the 5,000. Okay, so I lost about 1 million because of them. But that's okay, because Nomad Torpedo, Nomad Cruise Disruptor, Reinforced Cruise Disruptor, Nomad Mine, and Countermeasure Ammo. Thank you for completely covering my expenses, you jelly little dicks. Okay, so here's one for 5.7 million credits, and these are the ones that I actually don't suggest taking. Yeah, that actually does remind me, guys. There are a few missions that are, for example, 2 million or 3 million. They might contain gunboats. And the thing about gunboats is that they're, at least with this loadout, they're pretty annoying to hit. They don't really give a lot of income via cargo, right? They only drop pilots. And, you know, too small is too small. That's what she said. I just made a mistake. I actually moved too close to the waypoint. So let's just hope I'll get enough energy, at least, you know, enough to battle something. Okay, there's a lot of people who say that you should take the missions from Skyros because that one is very close to the mission waypoints, like 5 or less. But the thing about those is that half of the missions that I took spawn themselves inside the field. And again, you can't actually... Okay, so those are... See, can you imagine the amount of... Ow. Ow. Well, there goes my shield already. The amount of hurt these guys will give me if I'm actually in front of them. So those are some... Again, you don't have to worry about failing the missions because you lose only rep. But if you have if you took a, I don't know, 4 million mission and you have about 7 million worth of cargo on board, you can easily forfeit it. Just, you know, if you die, you lose everything anyway. So for now, I'm just going to sit here and recharge my shields a little bit and talk some more. If you want to set up these ships, they're quite popular actually. There's a lot of people looking for them, so if you want to sell yours, you can easily, you know, place them on the ship market thing. I got my guns from Omicron 91, but that's a very long fly because let me show you. So here's the Gamma jump hole, and here's the shipyard that actually sells the Corsair. You know, the Cerberuses, the Razors, the Solarises, and everything. That's about 120k of flying, and yeah, that's not too fun. I would actually suggest that if you want to get these guns, you go to Kappa, and it was either... I think it was sold on Primus or whatever. I already told you that I'm going to misspell a lot of things. Okay. Anyway, so right now we've lost about a quarter of our health. I think at this level mission, I would say this is enough to guarantee a failure. And I survived the first wave, and as you can see, I already made 3.2 million credits, and 3.3. Okay. No, sorry, 4.2. If we say that this is you know, worth about 1 million. And this is the next one. The worst thing that can happen is that they spawn. Yes, they just spawned facing me. Look at that. This is literally the worst thing that can happen. Is that these things can spawn facing you. Because then all their guns are oriented towards you. So you need to bump into them a little bit. As you can see, I actually sort of having to engine kill in a capital ship. I know it really looks odd. And that guy didn't die, and it cost me quite a lot. I'm just spamming B right now, and that is my cue to get out of here, because I'm not going to survive another... Okay, they're coming from that side. And that was my last... Oh yeah, and those were battleships too, as you can see. Those are secondaries, I suppose. But if we check it right now, as you can see, I have 4.8 million credits. So even though that I'm going to lose the 5 million for the mission, I will still gain a lot just because I got away. I could try and, you know, come back to the mission a little bit. Although I just don't want to risk it too much. There's no reason for me to. This is probably not going to work too much. I'm not that far out from their reach. Can't exactly kite them. Yes, and okay, let's try this. Let's try this. For the lulz, let's try. It's 30 seconds. And which moment are they going to start firing me? I don't know. I don't exactly know when I'm going to be in their range either, and vice versa. Okay, I'm inside the range of the mission. As you can see, this is not working. As soon as they face me, they just fuck my brains out. So yeah, as I said, the main thing about mission, you know, grinding these missions is knowing when to run, because I found that, at least from other players' experience, that it doesn't really matter what sort of armor you have. You can have a cap 7, cap 8 armor, but it doesn't really give that much more bonus as my cap 6. And, you know, better take what you have and leave with what you have instead of just losing it everything. And that is pretty much it. So again, this was level 46, no, 43, sorry, mission for almost 6 million credits. That wasn't probably even the last wave. These missions are supposed to be done in groups, as much as I know. Now, obviously, you know that there's a lot of players who would just say, "Oh, well, I've done these missions, and you know, I'm just actually making this video because I don't know how to fly dreadnoughts. I don't know how to fly large capital ships, and I'm still making money." It means that if you have the funds to get a battleship, a Corsair dreadnought in this case, see, it's a million. That's 1.2 million credits, 4.8. That's yeah. See, it's actually quite easy, and if you have the money to invest in such a purchase, I would totally say just go for it, because it's challenging. It's more fun than shooting rocks, especially if something shoots you in return. Now, obviously, you want to ask me what's the damage, and it's almost 1 million credits. It's not that much, considering we earn about 6 million now. So, see, I just picked up some reinforced cruise disruptors, and that pretty much covered the cost anyway. So yeah, this was a short, well, not exactly 15 minutes of disco anymore. This was a video about mission grinding. If you want to try this, I'm telling you, this is a pretty fun way to grind missions. And yeah, Nomads, lol. That's it. Cheers.